Hello there, this is Big Benedict. We're playing Metal Gear Rising Revengeance on Revengeance difficulty, and this is file R-06. It's the Jetstream boss fight, and I have my combat results screen up here because, not because I want to show off or anything. It's just because by the time that the fight starts going, there's just not enough time to talk about what I need to talk about, and secondly, there has to be a preface to this video because this fight took me easily over 10 hours. I had so much raw footage, files that were just astronomically huge, and could not even fit in my recycle bin because there's so many gigabytes, so many like 50 to 75 gigabytes. One of them was like 350 gigabytes because there was one point I was playing for a straight hour, and that's pretty unlike me because a session for me never lasts that long unless I get extremely obsessed with defeating something. But 10 hours is very modest estimate of how long this took me. Now, I might have a timestamp in the description. Now, when I say I might have, it's not because I might forget or that I'm lazy. It's because I don't know if when I put the timestamps in descriptions, if people can still click on those the way YouTube is now. I don't know if you can still click on those and go to where you need to in a video. I know that in videos, on videos in the comment section, when I put timestamps, when I click on those, it doesn't work anymore for some reason. It hasn't worked for months, and I think they took that feature out of YouTube, which they always take the best features out of YouTube. But this score sheet is not anything about me showing off. I'm happy that I did it, and I ended my first guide for my S-rank guide because I got so disheartened that if you're new to this channel, basically what's going on, a lot of people are confused why I delete stuff. It's because I get so mad that I end the guide. I just say, I can't do this, it's over. And then I delete everything. And then what usually happens is I come back the next day full of regret because I don't have anything good to play because all they make is trash. I'm looking at you, the Order 1886, which isn't even a game. It's just a piece of dog shit. I was excited for that game too. What a letdown. It's not even a game. These people, this game development company didn't make a game. Thanks a lot. But they have made games in the past. How do you go from making the God of War PSP games, which are masterpieces and some of the best God of Wars ever, to something that's not even a game? But let's not go down that path because it's too negative. But suffice to say, there's no way in hell I'm getting that game ever. I mean, if somebody gives it to me, I'll play it. If I ever see it for about $5, I'll buy it, maybe. So that's pretty much the modus operandi of this channel. When I get mad, I delete stuff and then it's gone for good. So if you have fraps and you want to record, you want to make backups of all the videos I put up, so you can put them on another channel, I wouldn't mind if you do that, provided that you don't take credit for those videos. If you just want to have a backup channel of Big Benedict's deleted videos, that would kind of come in handy for me actually because I don't have backups. But anyway, you see how this can stretch on for a long time, and I know I'm being pretty verbose here, but I have time to talk. I've just moved into a new house, and it's just killed me physically and mentally because there's so much to do. Just an overwhelming number of stuff to do, but it's life. And when you're getting addicted to a video game and you can't get your stuff done, people are getting mad at you. But in my defense, I don't really have too much because I'm a minimalist. But anyway, you see on this combat results screen, there is no damage tag. Even though the fight that you'll see, I no damaged him. There's not a point at which I ever took any damage on him. I used some of my blade meter, the fuel cells, but that's not taking damage. Taking damage is coming off the 200, the HP bar, which mine is 200%. It never got below 200%. And the only edits that are in the actual fight will be of me switching to the menu, so that you don't have to watch that, because it's just a time killer and it's not part of the game. Okay, so anyway, let's just go over this because another thing I need to get clear here, and I'm not looking at anybody in particular. I'm just saying, what was it? Some people, I think, they have the impression that my videos are for their entertainment, and if you're being entertained by my videos and you're enjoying them, I'm really happy for you. I'm liking it, and it's great. But this channel is about guides. I make videos to guide people to defeat stuff in really hard games. I don't just make games because I'm looking at the general public and I'm saying, oh, I need to entertain these people. No, I need to help these people beat games, because not enough people do that, and I think it's just the antithesis of casual gaming, and I hate casual gaming. I don't hate the people that play casually. I would rather watch people play hard games. So I like hard games. It's there's only one time when I've been stymied by a victory, and that was Vanquish. And I had one commenter on my video who has a God of War picture, and he's a really good guy, but he's kind of surprised why you keep deleting stuff when you know you'll have to eventually do this fight anyway. Now, I've explained the modus operandi of my channel and how fickle I am, how fastidious I can be as a person about my content. But pretty much when I get mad, it's just, okay, I say to myself, it's done, it's over with, this project's dead, it's dead on arrival. So I did know that he had the boss fight, it had to be completed, but I couldn't beat him after 10 hours. If I can't beat something, why, I can't move on with my life. If 10 hours later I can't S rank this boss. I only ever A ranked him, and I thought you had to no damage him. And the irony is, I did no damage this guy, but I didn't get the modifier, because why? It's a glitch. Something happens. I've read on forums people no damaging the boss and they don't get the no damage tag, and I realized that deaths nullify no damage, but I never died. As far as, anytime he killed me, I exited out to the title menu and replaced the data that was auto-saved in the new slot with older data that I used to fill up the data that had the autosave where I died. So I went back into the fight, and that death was never there. The only thing I can think of was that anytime I took a lot of damage and used a lot of medkits and I just wasn't doing well, I would just restart the checkpoint. And this actually proves, because this fight actually, I kept doing it and resetting the checkpoint. I finally got a good take where I didn't take any damage, but you can take damage here, but I was going for the wrong things. And the most important thing you should know about this is the battle points, the BP. It's plus 1,000. You need to get 1,000 or more to get the 2,000 bonus points. And the thing was, if you collect the nano, this is probably gonna be a 20-minute video, but oh well. If you collect the nano paste, they count for 100 apiece, provided that you already have them maxed out and you're not you're going beyond what your inventory can carry. Excuse me. And also, anytime you smash 100, like you smash a rock to where it says like parts 100, it gives you 100. But the thing is about that, you can't just go up to a rock and slash it 1,000 times and expect it to give you 1,000. It only works when your combo drops, and then you can, like you'll go up to a rock. This is weird because this is a fight. It's not about. Well, actually, it is kind of. It's about smashing stuff. And, God, this is. Anyway, this is going to be a good video. Let's just keep going with this because there's so much to talk about. You can go up to the rocks, right? But anytime it gets to 100, you need to stop, because any more that you do, it's just going to be wasting time, and you have to kill the boss in 3 minutes or less. It might be 2 minutes 59 seconds. I don't know, but you need to get these stipulations. Now, if you get the no damage for the plus 1,500, you can sacrifice some of the other categories at your leisure or your convenience. Although I did no damage him, but I didn't get that no damage tag, and that's fine, because I pretty much decided I cannot no damage this boss. He's too fucking difficult. He always hits me with something. But 10 hours later, whatever it was, 12 hours later, I did do one fight where I didn't take damage, but it was harder than hell. So if you can't no damage this boss, like I couldn't, and I don't think I ever will again. This was just I did well one time, and the irony is my data was never saved either. But this right here is proof. There's no editing here. I can't write an S on there myself. But I'm never doing this fight again. But I didn't save it or it got corrupted. I don't know what the hell happened with it, but there's the proof right there. So let's just go down the list here. For killing him, you get, well, let's just start at the top. The time, like I mentioned, you have to kill him within 3 minutes. If you take longer, you'll get decreased battle points. So what I'm talking about here is for people that can't no damage this guy. He's very, very hard to not take damage on. So I empathize with you, and that's what a guide is for. It's to help you figure out different ways to get the S rank. So getting that 2,000 for killing him in under 3 minutes is very crucial. Now for the battle points, you need 1,000 or more battle points to get the 2,000. What I was doing was I was going around the map and collecting all the repair, the nano pastes, which give you 100. But this guy is bitch blood. What he does, you go up to, you start running around the map, and he hits you from behind. And he starts hitting you so many times that while you're struggling to collect these nano pastes, your inventory's dipping, and then you're not exceeding the inventory, and you're not getting bonus battle points for the inventory that you're using for the nano pastes. I hate this bitch. I really do. And then all of a sudden, like 10 hours into it, I started, instead of, scurrying around the map, trying to collect the repair pastes, trying to go all around the map, try to cut up all the rocks everywhere, and then focus on the fight, what would end up happening is I would waste too much time trying to do all that shit. And the only thing that I finally just randomly saw was that the rocks that he throws at you, and which you cut up, you get like 400 battle points per boulder that you slash up. 400. That's the equivalent of getting all 4 of the repair nano pastes on the map, which is not easy to do while he's chasing you down and hitting you. So if you can just collect like 2 of the nano pastes, or even 1, and maybe smash 1 rock real quickly for 100 parts, then just wait for him to do the rocks, and you could get up to like 800 if he throws 2 boulders at you. But you can't be close to him while he's gonna. If you want him to do that, you have to be at ranged distance. So I when I killed him and I S ranked him without taking damage, I pretty much said, okay, well, I no damaged him. There's no way I can't get an S rank. But the thing was, when it came up, where's my no damage tag? Like, no damaging him, that was just, the icing on the cake for me. Excuse the colloquial expression, but it's bad. Now for the Zandatsu, you can't get one. It's going to be 0. The other thing, you have to do a 50 hit combo on this guy to get 2,000. So the easiest way to do this so that you don't screw up at the end is just to, at any point of the battle, activate Ripper mode, go into Blade mode, and start chopping him up. What's going to happen is you'll hit him quite a lot if you keep hitting him. You could use a machete if you want to, but its range is it's just not very good. You can hit him while you're in the Blade mode with Ripper mode, Blade mode, and if ever you're swinging your sword and he's falling backwards from the blows, if he's in that particular animation, what you have to do is deactivate. This is really important because I edit this out in the video, so you won't be able to tell that I'm doing it. But you have to deactivate Ripper mode while you're doing the combo. Hit the menu, put a new nano paste, or excuse me, use another electrolyte pack. God damn, this is so fucking long-winded. Use another electrolyte pack. activate the Ripper mode, and he's still going to be in that slow animation, hopefully. So like he can't get out of it. It's really consistent about that. And then just finish him off with more Ripper mode and Blade mode, because it goes in slow motion, and it goes even in slower motion with the Ripper mode. So as long as you can do, like, this is pretty manageable, especially if you can't no damage him. Like, I could do this again if I had known that just wait for him to throw the boulders up. But I had no help. I was no help. But I'm trying to give you help. You know, by dint of my work, I hope that you do enjoy the content. It's always been, if people aren't enjoying the content, I'm disappointed. Not in them, but in my videos. So, but first and foremost, you guys, I'm not making these so that on your end you could be entertained. I'm making these videos for the person who's going to be in my shoes somewhere down the line, and they need help. That's what this video is for. It's not to entertain you guys. Now, if that's too hard for you to hear, just don't take it personally, because I have to say that, because when people say that, like, they're really enjoying my guides and they're being entertained by them, it kind of it doesn't make me mad. It just disappoints me, because, you know, like, for my end, these are to help people, to guide them through. That's what I'm providing, guidance here, not entertainment. Now, if you are entertained and you're enjoying them, that's awesome. But these videos, you know, to try to not make this sound so redundant, it's just for the people down the line who need help with them. Now, if you're just, you know, enjoying them, that's great. So don't take it personally. But I think I've shared my fill, and I'm about ready to hyperventilate here because I need some water. But anyway, that's the preface, and now we'll do the battle. It won't be very long, and I'll just tell you, you know, I'll explain the battle and what he does, and we'll try to S-rank this guy. Okay, so now we're on the actual fight. I picked up the nano paste for the 100, but you see it's over 100 now, so it's not going to give me anything other than 100. So what I'm going to do now is I decided, let's just at least try to no damage this guy. So combo him on his last attack, perfect guard, perfect parry, excuse me, and then his rush here, when you get him down to about half his life, he does a 3-hit combo, and afterwards he taunts. So you can go up to him. Look at these battle points. Look at these here. 400. That's the equivalent of getting all the nano paste. 400. I'm a slow learner or something. I didn't even know. 400. You do that twice, and you get considerable battle points too. But when he taunts, though, after that, it's like a 3-hit streak across the screen. You just block it every time. There's 105 battle points. Like, the battle points are the thing that's going to tip the scale here. But I did this no damage too. But where's my tag? You know. Forward, Y is that kick, and you can launch him sometimes. It doesn't always let you launch him. Just there it is. 1, 2, 3. These are really easy to block, and then you can go up to him, and he's he always taunts after that. So now what we're going to do is activate Ripper mode, start the combo, and after you hit him about 5 or 7, 8 times, he's going to have that flash, that glint, where he's going to be indisposed here. So just keep hitting him as much as possible. When you notice your Ripper mode's going all the way down, like I said, deactivate it, go to the menu, electrolyte pack, put the electrolyte pack on, and then reactivate Ripper mode. So I hope that basically the preface of this video is going to be helping you the most. And I won't have the scorecard here because I put it at the beginning of the video, but I wish you success, and I hope it doesn't take you 10 hours.